think even before hearing the story about me finding the Purple Heart, I learned about my dad's experiences in Vietnam. And those were the stories that I think really helped me empathize with him, his pain associated with that. The big moment for me was when I realized he didn't tell my mom for like 15 years. Like, that was the moment that I was like, holy shit. Like, he was in Vietnam for like 2 years, and my mom never knew that, you know, for the first 15 years they were married. And that's when I really like had this, you know, moment and like stopped and thought about the impact that must have had on his life. And then my younger brother did an interview project with him when he was in middle school, I think, or maybe high school, about his experiences in Vietnam. And he recorded it all down. And I read that like a couple years ago and just learned some of the stories, you know, the violence that he saw, the good friends that he saw die, the people he had to kill. I think that guilt, I think, tears him up more than anything else. It's just the stories of the people he had to kill. Like, he told me the story about an old man who was standing on a hill above one of the boats they were operating at the time. He was in the Coast Guard on the Mekong River. And there's this, you know, old man who must have been in his 80s. And my dad, I remember him describing the gun this man had in his hands. It was some gun from like France from the 19th century that this Vietnamese man must have gotten from some liberation struggles against France, or, you know, just this really, really old gun. And that's one of the things my dad noticed about this man. And he was telling all the other guys that he was no threat, it's no big deal, the gun probably doesn't even work. And then, like, that man had shot at the boat, or shot up in the air, probably still wasn't much of a threat at all, but the gun had went off. And so my dad turned around and shot him and killed this man. And that's one of the stories one of the few stories he told me about him actually killing someone in Vietnam. And I can see like how much it tears him up to tell that story and to have lived through that, to see that, to have that personal connection with my father, who was a soldier, and to hear his stories and what he lost from that experience as well, and that he didn't even want to be there in the first place and all that stuff. I think it just helped me empathize not only with him, but other men that just feel stuck. You know, stuck fighting literally a battle they don't want to fight, that they feel like they have to fight, or, you know, fighting a battle, you know, within themselves that they feel like they don't have to fight, or they feel like they shouldn't have to fight, but there's no other alternative. And so it's helped me, I think, just that story and making that connection has helped me connect to a variety of different men in my life that I think before I probably would have written off some of their experiences or the complexities of their experiences.